Hello, welcome to Mad March Gaming. I'm Mad March, and you just clicked on the first of a series of videos of Svnt Dracones games that I had been recording back when I was working at the local library. The games are going to be starting from somewhere in the middle, I'm afraid. We didn't start recording sessions right from the very beginning. Long story there, but these are going to be re-edits, slightly re-edited, and I would like to apologize for the audio issues in the first video. We had some slight technical problems that weren't corrected until our second video, but I will be adding subtitles for needed bits of dialogue that are a little too hard to hear. Other than that, sit back and enjoy. Svnt Dracones is a cyberpunk game taking place 700 years after the extinction of humanity, in which the universe has been left to the robots and genetically modified animals the humans created. Our party is a small team of corporate fixers who take contracts the larger corporations are too busy to handle themselves. This includes Zach, a bioluminescent shark, the team's muscle, and his wife, Dr. Orkana, an orca, the team's medic. Click, a bioluminescent mouse, the team's infiltration specialist. Avara, a harpy, the team's secretary. And the team's management, Sam, an anaconda, and Lucia, a bionic goat. Let's see. We just previously left off. You guys had just delivered White Queen to Longbow.
Yes.
All right, so you had left there and you had headed back. You made it back to
Yes.
That's right. You guys made it back to your I can't think of words.
Our office.
Yes, your office. Thank you. All right. Zach just got a transcendent implant.
I don't know when I can use it because I can't afford the device that lets me know when I can use it.
Oh.
He spent all his money on the implant. He didn't think about the rest of it.
The point is,
That's about the level of forethought for this party.
there's always a chance I can use it. That's the thing.
Are you just gonna randomly try using it?
Yeah.
End up like stuck halfway through a wall?
Oh no, that'd be awful if that happened. I'd die.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm asking.
It's more of a like pick up a rock and go. Okay, there we go.
you guys also rolled on the table, the misfortune table last game.
Yep.
And you found out your company's been purchased by Pulse.
Yep.
So you have a new CEO.
Yep.
And now all the computers only speak in German.
Yep.
I remember somebody was not happy about that.
Well, none of us were happy.
Okay.
It's a dead language.
Well, is it? Have we really established if it's a dead language in this world?
I imagine. So. I don't know what language we speak. I just know that we spell stuff weird.
I tell you what. Where's the stack of papers behind you? Hand that to me. Yes. We will find out if it's a dead language in this world or not.
I'm sure there's got to be like a toxin vector or something.
What? All right. So we're gonna say it is. Would you say it's likely, very likely, of it being a dead language?
I'd say
Somewhat likely, 50-50.
I'd say somewhat likely.
You say it's somewhat likely, and
Now I'm thinking about it, I don't think it'd be completely dead, but it'd be changed to the point that it's, if you took modern German and spoke it to one of these people, it'd be like, it'd be speaking Old English.
okay. So we're gonna say it's somewhat likely that it's dead, and since you guys are back at the office and you're not in complete control of the situation because you have a new CEO and computers are speaking a language you don't know. So we're going to say the chaos factor is 2. And we're going to roll. And that is for the people who should have rolled in front of the camera so people can see, that is a 98.
Yeah, I mean, I just realized most of this is just going to be people staring at a grid.
Yes, it is.
You'd be surprised at how many people watch streams like that.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we want to like throw up some psychedelic visuals. Just so people can, like...
I mean, we're going to be moving the minis around and drawing maps and stuff. They're going to have stuff to see when action is actually happening.
Okay. Until
Hopefully.
then, just close your eyes and welcome to the Lemon Library
Look,
Tabletop RPG Podcast.
all right. So I rolled a what?
A 98.
A 98. So that's a hard yes on the chart. So German is not just a dead language. It's most people have never even heard of it before, don't even know what it is. So you guys have no clue what this computer is yelling at you in.
It's free Sanskrit.
Why does it sound so angry? Did your room will get repossessed and get to the computers?
Another exorcist.
All right.
For those who don't know the in joke, my Roomba got possessed by a demon.
That's something
was
that can
fun.
happen in this game.
What were y'all going to do about that? You're back at the office, and everything is screaming at you, and it sounds like just complete gibberish to you. You don't even recognize it as a language.
Is Sam with us?
Sam is with y'all. She came back from the mission with y'all, yes.
Okay. I was making sure, like, no time passed in between.
Well, apparently you took enough time to go get an implant, but
Yeah.
we'll just say it was the weekend. It's Monday morning. You're back at the office now.
Sam?
Yes?
Why is everything angry?
I don't know. Got an email this morning. Apparently I've been demoted again. I'm just a supervisor now.
Oh, okay.
Can I do repair at it?
Can you what?
I want to repair in its general direction.
You're gonna go break open like the building's central computer hub and try to...
That's what it takes. Make it stop screaming at us.
I'm gonna go. I'll go talk to the new boss.
So Zach is heading up to speak to the boss. All right. Do I really need to draw a boss's office?
It is there is a revolving door on the boss's office door. This is boss number 3 or 4.
So it's we will.
Look, the boss speaks German. That's why the computer's important.
I'm gonna shoot a guess that that's what it is.
Oops. I'll just draw the boss's office. Just so the people watching aren't staring at a grid like somebody was complaining about. And here you
Sorry
go.
for caring about the entertainment value of your content.
And here you go, Zach. Here's that revolving door you were talking about. Let's turn you like this. All right.
So everybody can see your illegally sexy muscles.
Yeah. I was sued for being too attractive.
Here's the boss's desk. And you enter the boss's office. Lucia is no longer behind the desk. Instead, there is now a young rabbit woman.
Hello.
Hello, do you have an appointment?
I am Zach. I work here.
Okay. What do you want?
Little question. All the computers are screaming at us angrily.
Yeah, I know. They're doing it to me too.
Is there a reason?
Oh, well, I tried to, change the settings, and somehow I changed the language setting, and I can't figure out how to change it back because I don't speak the language it's currently in.
Oh, so you're working on that? Cool. Then we'll leave you to it.
You're not even... Are you... Zach went up. Are you even there?
I am now.
Apparently you're there too.
Yep, I'm making smart ass comments. I'm there.
I'm not really good with machines. I'm more of the cooks and kills things.
Okay. I'll make a note of that.
I could ask my wife. She's very smart. She's got a doctorate.
That sounds great. I'm anything to make this computer stop yelling at me. I'm kind of stressing out right now.
I mean, what if it just sounds angry, but it's actually being very nice?
Maybe? I don't know. I have no clue what it's speaking in.
That or it's possessed. We had a room where that was possessed. I'll go talk to my wife about it.
Okay. She looks, rather confused by the whole ordeal of you guys just kind of walking in.
Like we own the place?
Yeah, no introductions, nothing.
I did
you just you did, and then you just walk back out, and you don't even know what your boss's name is.
She didn't introduce herself back. I mean, it's kind of above my pay grade if my boss
Yeah,
can
just
say
because she's rude doesn't mean that's on us.
She's stressed out. She's got a computer screaming at her.
Yep. So we gotta get.
We all do. So she needs to suck it up.
Let's see, Dr. Orkana. See if you can fix this.
All right. Oh, so Zach is apparently using Dr. Arcana, which is his secondary character.
That is a 10.
What are you rolling?
A computer check.
Computer check.
1 success.
1 success. Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard. It's just the language settings on the computers were changed.
I imagine once you're able to find it, it'll have like all the languages, and then you see the one you recognize.
Right.
Which
You
speak Furish.
I don't know. We're just assuming you speak English. All right, so that was 1 success on that. All right, you're able to successfully change the computers back, or change the language back on the computers.
Good job, honey.
What's she gonna do after that?
Just should check over the new system.
All right.
Do a quick glance over. Because she said she was updating the system, right?
Right.
So.
as Orkana is heading down the halls towards the main computer terminals, we'll say these are the doors to that room there. She suddenly notices something strange.
That's never a good sign.
So the Dachshund hacker.
No.
It's not an owl, is it?
You notice a strange, or she notices a strange shimmering portal at the end of the hallway, just kind of floating there in space.
Security to the server room.
All right, so who's responding?
Me.
All right, so Zach is responding.
The very large shark that glows.
And all right.
Also, man, I need a bigger sushi cart. Just side note.
Mm-hmm.
Calling up to the boss's office.
Hello?
Hey, boss. Remember me, shark guy?
Yes.
Yeah. There's a, I'm gonna say portal in the server room.
In the server room?
Outside of it.
It's at the end of the hall outside the server room.
End of the hall outside the server room.
Oh. Hold on. I'm gonna transfer you to Lucia. I haven't gone over the schematics of the whole building yet. I'm not sure if there's supposed to be a portal there.
I don't remember there being one.
This call cuts out and Lucia picks up.
Lucia?
Hey Zach, what's up?
Hey, there's a portal. Do we ever have a portal?
What kind of portal are we? I mean, there was the well, that wasn't actually a portal. We had a summoning circle in one of the offices.
I don't think that's it. It's at the end of a hall near the servers.
Are we talking like actual portal? Can you go through it?
Well, I'm not gonna walk through it. I'm gonna throw something through it.
Okay. So you're
you're
gonna go up closer to actually examine it?
Yeah.
All right. So, as you approach the portal, you can see. Well, you can see inside, but you can't actually see anything inside. It's like just complete blackness inside on the inside. And you pick up a mug, you said, and you throw it through. You can actually see the mug in there. It, soars through a little wise, and then it hits the ground and bounces with a clink. And you can still see it on the floor. It's darker in there, obviously, so it's like the mug is shadowed now, but it's not like the mug was swallowed up by the blackness. You can see it in there. It's just appears to be in a complete black space.
Yeah. So the mug landed on a floor on the other side. It's like a really dark room.
Okay. That's not something we've had before. I'm coming up on my way.
Okay. Want to call everyone else?
Yeah, you go ahead and handle that for me.
Okay. Good call. Hey, there's
Hey.
a portal.
So there is.
Yeah. Kind of weird. But it was a little spooky at first, but then I found out that's just a dark room on the other side.
Hmm.
The mug's okay.
The mug?
Yeah, I threw a mug through.
Ah.
Surprisingly resilient mug.
Ah, I see.
It didn't break.
Well, we'll have to compliment the boss on the quality of the mugs.
Yeah. It did look new.
So is there something we're supposed to do about this?
I guess our boss's boss wants us to meet here.
Oh. Well, if the boss's boss says so, I'll be right there.
Alright.
I'm assuming she's our boss's boss.
Alright. Lucia is... Alright, so the change of the power structure now. The rabbit you just met is your CEO.
Okay.
Lucia is now your manager, and Sam has been demoted to supervisor.
So everybody goes down the line.
Yes.
Well, we didn't. We stayed exactly where we were. Which is kind of concerning that we haven't gone
drop
up.
lower than rock bottom.
We're also the only employees. So. You figured they'd bring in more staff.
After the staff they have? I mean, we cause havoc just walking into a room.
I mean, to manage the office. Because, I mean, hell, we even take the secretary with us.
What?
Jacob's character.
Oh, right.
The secretary.
Right, I forgot Jacob was the secretary. Alright, Alright, so you guys are there at the portal. I guess it's just the four of you. What are you... Oh, I guess Lucia will step up to examine it. And she's like, yeah, that's definitely not something that's been here before.
Can I perform an experiment?
Sure, I guess.
I'm gonna push Lucia through the portal.
Okay, you are going to have to roll some kind of check if you're just going to push her through.
She stepped out in front of me.
Yeah.
Do I have a way to intercede on this?
Your very tiny friend is about to push the heavily scarred, battle-hardened former CEO.
Yeah. You're by surprise.
Why don't you roll me like an insight? Or what? Not insight. What is it called in this game? Roll me like a mind presence. Roll me a mind presence street smarts.
Okay, so that was an 8 and a 10.
An 8 and a 10. So, I mean, you think there's a good chance that Lucia might not have any problem with shooting her underlings.
Can I grab the mouse?
Yes.
Do I need to make a roll for that? Because I am a 11-foot tall shark man.
I don't know. Is Click going to resist?
Well, no. I mean, the entire point is to take her by surprise.
Alright, so Zach grabs Click and stops her from pushing Lucia through.
Disappointed mouse noises.
No.
You said the cup was fine.
Yeah, the cup was fine. That doesn't mean that there's air in there.
That's why we're trying to find out.
Just gonna set aside.
You're gonna set the mouse aside.
Yeah, behind me specifically. And I'm gonna do my own little experiment, grabbing another office cup.
Okay.
I want to see if I can phase my finger through it.
Through
The cup.
using your transcendent implant?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you pick the cup up and you touch it with your finger, and your finger just goes right through, as if the cup was just like made of air.
Okay, so there's a lot of space magic around here. And I'm going to hover the cup back over the place without actually setting it down.
Ooh, Mr. Jedi.
Yes.
He paid good money for that implant. He's gonna use it.
All of
Show
the
off
time.
when you can.
It's my office party trick. Yeah, I'm gonna suit up in my spacesuit, which I think had a reading for oxygen on it.
Uh-huh.
And you want me to go in, boss?
Okay, yeah. Let's go with that.
Can I perform an experiment?
I don't know. Your experiment privileges might be revoked.
I'm gonna step in.
I want to push the shark through.
As long as he's wearing the spacesuit first, if it'll make you happy.
It makes me very happy.
I choose to let her push me in.
All right.
The 11-foot tall with 4 dots in almost every category of strength.
All right. The mouse pushes you through the portal. You end up on the other side. You are like in this complete pitch black room.
I hover. I do the
Okay,
thing while floating there. I'm messing with them.
Oh, you're using your ability.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just land back on the floor. I'm like, I'm joking.
All right. All right, so you're in a pitch black room. The ground underneath your feet feels solid.
Turn on the light.
You would have to locate a light switch.
Turn on the light.
What light?
I have a light on my suit.
Oh. So are you, all right, you turn the light on, and what are you doing?
I am looking around the room.
Okay. Everything seems very black. You do notice it seems like there is some kind of walls. But as you look to your left, the wall on your left, you see sort of a bright you see sort of a reflection of your light on that wall, but you also see right through it, and you just see off into black nothingness.
This is concerning. Wait a second. Checking for oxygen.
There is oxygen.
Okay. There's oxygen, gravity,
survivable
environment.
Yes, everything seems normal.
I'm gonna turn back and say, "Hey, can you guys hear me?"
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, that's seems fine.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if the air is poisonous, but the suit says it's fine.
All right. Mouse, why don't you go through without the suit?
Okay. Dive through the portal.
Combat roll.
You land on the other side, and
dodge the poison.
You are perfectly fine.
I am perfectly fine.
No, use who do you think I am on the poison?
Who do you think
what
I am?
Poison? What are you talking about?
There's a non-zero possibility that the air in this room is poison.
So.
All right. So.
Now seems fine.
Click is fine.
I think it's safe for everyone else to come through now.
All right, I'm going to get Sam up here to watch this side of the portal.
Sounds good.
So she calls for Sam. Sam is brought in to watch that side of the portal. And she's going through herself. Is Dr. Arcana going through?
Sam, push Dr. Wife through.
She is going through?
Yep.
All right, so she goes through. And...
So, can I do a spot check while looking around this room?
Yes.
Okay. Panning with the light.
You mean like, wait, what exactly are you doing?
Using the light to search the room.
Okay. I thought you just did that.
Well, I did a look, but this is more in depth, more of a there's nothing in here trying to eat me. Good.
Okay.
This is more in depth. Like maybe I can find the light switch. So, 3 successes.
3 successes. What are you trying? You're just searching the room.
Yep.
Okay, 3 successes. You are able to determine... we should really... Okay, good, here he is. Alright, so 3 successes on spot check. You're able to determine that the far wall where you had that weird reflection, you realize that's actually a glass wall. So that's why you're seeing through it.
Okay.
You also notice on the very far end of the room, there does appear to be a door here.
Yeah. So my that basically the ability that gives me blind sight up to 30 feet.
Yeah.
Is that picking up anything?
No. Yeah, otherwise, you're just basically in a empty room.
Okay.
With a glass wall. You occasionally see like little glimmers of something floating around, or floating by on the other side of the glass.
Is there any signage or
nope.
lettering anywhere?
Nope.
No.
I'm gonna try and phase my finger
through the glass wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
just a finger, like.
Sure. I'm gonna need
back out.
I'm gonna need a roll from you.
Nice.
I'm going to need a Actually, I'm going to need you to make a body resist save.
Body resist. So resilience?
On your defenses. You have the little box on your character sheet that says defenses.
Defenses.
It's the very bottom one of the 4.
Okay.
Body resist. So you're going to roll your body die.
Okay.
You're going to roll your body die and then add that number to it.
And you said, so it's the body die plus that.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. And just roll it once?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, that is 14.
14. Okay. So as your finger phases through the glass, you feel freezing cold water on the other side.
Even for me?
Yes, even for you.
Oh, that's cold.
Yeah. I mean, you can handle it. You passed your save. It doesn't, your finger doesn't get frostbite or anything, but you're like, wow, that's cold water out there.
That's really cold water. I can swim in Arctic water. Yeah, let's not go in that room.
It's not a room. That is a glass wall. There's no door on that wall.
This would be a bad time to push the shark, wouldn't it?
You mean when I grab you and force you through with me?
I can't phase.
I can phase at will.
It's just because you push him in, it doesn't mean he's going to phase through it.
So, gonna go over to the door.
Okay, you're going over to the door. What's...
Looking over it.
Uh-huh.
Doing my light bulb thing of glowing, so I don't have to use the flashlight.
That's right, I go in the dark.
Yes, you do.
Okay, we better go in the dark.
Yeah, we are not sneaky.
We're not sneaky, but we go in the dark.
Yeah. I mean, I can be more sneaky if I put on my spacesuit, but I don't want to put on my spacesuit.
All right. Let me see it's following you.
I'll follow too.
Dr. O'Connor, obviously, will be right there. She used to stay close to her husband/shield.
All right, so you go up to the door. Let's see. It's actually the first time I've had to actually crack open the module and look at what's supposed to happen.
Does it smell like seal?
Does it smell like seal?
Yeah.
Why would you ask that?
We've already run into seals once. I will never forget seal.
Roll me a scent check.
It's my next thing I'm leveling up, by the way.
Okay. So let's see. The door is well made, secure object that looks like it belongs in a high-end establishment. It is illuminated by small lights around the border, and there is a single visible touch control nearby to open it. I was supposed to read that when you first approached the door, but I didn't have the module open. You asked if you smelled seal.
Yes.
Right? You do smell seal.
I knew it. Gonna look at my compatriots.
Yeah.
Slowly move my hand towards the button, like...
Asking if you should touch it.
Might as well.
Lucia says, hold on a moment. She takes a few steps back. She has her gun ready, and she's like, okay.
Dr. O'Connor, you go do the same. She would also join. Shink as I pull out the sword and then, press the button.
Okay, you press the button. Let's see. The door slides open on soundless mechanisms, and standing in the doorway with a slightly bemused expression is a curiously patterned vector in a bathrobe. Her overall shape resembles a seal vector, but her tail is thicker and blunter at the end, and her patterns include more prominent patches of solid black and white than is traditional for that species. She stands about 5'6" tall and has a hand extended to the door control on her side, as though she was about to open it herself when you beat her to it. In her other hand is a teacup still steaming. She blinks in restrained surprise before twitching her finger and shutting the door from her side.
I walk through the door.
So, as you try to walk through the door, you notice your implant is not working now.
Bonk.
You just basically walk face first into the door.
Smooth.
Press the button again.
Hold on. Let's see. You press the button again. This time the door does not open. It is now locked.
Also, can I get kudos for calling the freaking seal?
So, Zach, you got a look at her. You noticed that her patterning was not the normal pattern of a seal. Would you like to roll me another scent check?
Yes.
Okay.
Decent at it.
Would a street smarts check yield any results
In
figuring out what that was if it's not a seal?
2 successes.
well, hold on, Zach's got it.
Oh, okay.
So 2 successes. You did smell seal on her when the door was open. You also smelled something else that you are very familiar with because you're married to one. You also smelled orca.
The mix of orca and seal. Blasphemy.
An orchio?
I can show you guys a picture of what she looked like, by the way.
I like Sorka.
Here is a picture of what she looked like.
Oh, she's kind of cute.
Dig in the bathrobe.
Excuse me, wife. You mind computering the door open?
Hold on a second. Let's see. So as you guys are, still figuring out, you're fiddling with the door, trying to get it to open, walking face first into it, realizing your implant doesn't work, you suddenly hear a voice come over what sounds like loudspeakers. It says, "Hello, everyone. You are currently 2 miles deep in European ice in an Illuminator's private residence. There are 20 individual layers of security between the room you're standing in and my front door, plus satellite surface monitoring, individual room sensors for every route I'm aware of, and a contingent of TTI armed guards who, I've been told, can knock a ship out of orbit. Despite all of that, you seem to be prowling about in my bathroom, which is rather impressive, if a tad disconcerting. So whoever you are, if you could spare a moment of your day, I'd very much like to meet you."
Oh, I want to talk. I want to talk to her.
Yes, she can hear you. Yes?
Your top secret facility seems to be stashed in our broom closet, which we find disconcerting.
Yeah, it's connected to our hallway. We came to check it out because, portal.
Okay, well, let's discuss this in person and not over the speakers.
Well, we tried to, but the seal lady closed the door.
Yes, that was me. I'm going to need
close the door.
I'm going to need you to please put away your weapons before I open the doors again. Preferably not putting them away on your person, but how about stacking them in a pile in the center of the room?
Is that portal still open?
The portal is still open.
Or we could leave.
You could, but then you'll never know why I'm in your broom closet, was it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel better with a weapon, but we are, standing in your basement unannounced, so I'm kind of of the mind that we should, disarm ourselves and say hello.
Is that okay with you, boss?
Lucia's like, yeah, I guess we should probably follow the rules. She did just say something about TTI.
I can phase through stuff, but apparently that can be turned off. So. Alright. I mean, push comes to shove, we're just going to run through the portal.
Alright. So. Alright, you guys leave your weapons in the... Alright, let's see.
I was just at one of your facilities.
You were at one of...
TTI?
No, you haven't been to a TTI facility.
Yeah, for the implant.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yeah.
Right. That was back on Mars.
Yeah.
You're apparently on Europa, according to her.
We're back on Europa.
You are
Didn't
back.
you just get off
You
Europa?
just left Europa.
Another adventure.
Man, screw Lumen and their faster than light jump. They've got a magic broom closet.
That takes us to freaking nowhere.
Her office is a freaking TARDIS, okay?
Well, it's her bathroom. It's kind of weird that they chose the bathroom, her personal bathroom, apparently.
Let's see.
Makes sense how she knew how to turn off my thing, too.
Well, I think that's just because the magical juice in the area just ran out.
I mean, the gate's still open.
Okay,
What
so
makes you think this is her bathroom?
She said it was her bathroom.
Why isn't there any bathroom facilities?
It's dark in here.
Yeah, we have lights. Why aren't there any bathroom facilities?
Maybe it's one of those things where they like lower into the floor for more space.
all right, so the door opens, and she is.
Dressed.
Yes, I did not make an extra mini just for a bathrobe that she's gonna wear for one scene.
Clearly, you don't understand your audience.
So, she opens it up. She looks at all of you. She's still holding the teacup. She holds it out and says, tea?
Please. I
All right.
love a glass of tea.
And she
I'm parched. Oh my
Wait.
god.
She let him put sharp and hell like,
she waves for you to come in.
I don't have a teacup, I have a mug of tea.
Right. You follow her in. This room is now a different room.
The things that were wrong, that's just were.
There's now a door. 2 of them.
There is no door. She invites you in. She walks over, and she kind of just waves a hand, and a table raises up out of the floor.
So that's all.
Told you. She's got a toilet hidden in the floor. Yeah. I mean, a little frivolous, but cool.
She invites you. As she goes to sit down, a chair just automatically extends out of the floor for her.
I'll walk over.
You're gonna walk over.
Yeah. Do I get a me-sized chair?
Are you trying to sit down?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, a chair sized to you extends out of the floor as you
Can I
try.
get a stool?
So how much do we need to pay to get auto chairs installed in our ship?
I mean, we can get Space Saver.
Yeah, right.
Spaceship space is limited, so.
So let's see. Okay, so the next room, the room that you're in is brighter and of somewhat more normal proportions than the last one, but it's tall, white ceilings are vaulted and airy. It's hard to believe this structure is apparently miles deep in the ice. Simple, elegant, white furnishing and little carved details give the parlor a minimalist feel, but the sleek walls are clearly tuned to the owner's whims. Let's see, chairs relocate themselves based on body language, as you already saw. The table manifests from the floor. It's all sleek and seamless, interfacing, designed to be where it needs to be, when it needs to be, and go away when it isn't wanted. The seal orca thing.
The hybrid.
She pours drinks for all of you from what looks like a very expensive, like, antique teapot.
What kind of tea is it?
I don't know what kind of tea it is. I don't have like a...
Chai tea.
Fine, chai tea is fine. I don't have a random table of what kind of tea is this.
It's Long Island iced tea.
Hey, fun fact, that contains no tea.
It's coming out of a teapot.
Alright, so as you all sit down, she's like, greetings everyone, welcome to my parlor. My name is Timper Victoria.
Hello.
Does anybody have any background in TTI on there?
Nope.
No.
Nobody has any background in TTI. Alright. I'm going to need you both to roll me a mind, strength, street smarts at a difficulty 2.
Okay, let me get my duckies.
1 success.
1 success.
Difficulty 2, you said.
Yes.
Fail.
Dr. O'Connor had 2 successes.
Fail. Succeed.
Succeed. So, alright. So you've each had at least 1 success. So each of you has heard the name Timper Victoria before. Let's see. Those of you with 1 successes, you at least remember it like being a name you've probably seen printed on the front cover of the supermarket tabloids. Okay. But you're not really sure who she is. You just kind of know, oh, this is somebody famous.
Yeah.
2 successes, Dr. O'Connor would know that this person is very high up in TTI. Not so much like a manager, she's more like royalty.
Ah. Royal Space Wizard. Got it.
Is Orkana sharing that information with the others?
Yeah, she pointed out that
Okay.
she doesn't want us to mess up.
Okay. Let's see. So she's, says that she tells you that she's rather curious about the conditions that occurred when you found the portal and wants to know what you saw and what kind of tests you did and all that stuff.
Oh,
She's
Threw a mug at it.
we threw a mug through.
okay. Did anything happen when you threw the mug through?
No. It hit the floor.
It hit the floor. Okay. What was your
Well,
next?
we were fixing computers. They were all speaking German. Sorry, a language we did not understand. But I was very angry.
Did the computers have anything to do with the portal?
We don't think so.
But they
Okay.
were very close together.
Oh, okay. What?
That's how we discovered it.
I see. What did you do after you threw the cup through?
We stepped through.
You just stepped through.
Yes.
Interesting.
In a
Okay.
spacesuit.
She
I wanted to push the goat.
she pulls out a little notepad and starts writing on it frantically.
Then I walked over, phased my finger through the your window, I guess.
Oh,
Dark.
really?
Yeah, it's a bit cold.
Yes, we're miles under the rope and ice. It's
Yeah.
it's freezing out there.
Yeah, it is. He's helping.
Is your finger okay?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I'm very sturdy,
I see.
as I'm with the tiny cup.
And can you tell me what the date was? What the date was when you went through the portal? The time and date.
Pretty sure it was the same because I was talking to them on the other side of it. Takes out,
Your
looks up
toggle.
yeah, checks the time.
Okay. And whatever time it is,
Yeah,
you relay that to her, and she confirms, yes, that is still the time it is right now. So no time dilation occurred.
well, that's good.
That was an instantaneous transportation. She finds that pretty interesting. She starts jotting more notes down
it's
on her.
still there. You want to toss a couple mugs through?
And she...
Anything you throw into her office, you are responsible for cleaning up after yourself.
As you say that, she motions with her hand, and a little monitor rises up out of the floor, like a security monitor. And she clicks on it. She's looking at the room, the portal. And she says, "Yes, it does look like your doorway home is about to close, though."
Should we go back through then?
Well, I have some idea of what might be causing this, but I could use the help of an independent group to investigate it.
Do you mind if we
You hold your business card out already?
Yeah, if we go home and get our shit, then we'll come back and figure this out with you?
Well... She says, I mean, I could rather use the help now. If you go back through and the portal closes behind you, and you have to come here by ship, it could be... I'm assuming you don't have Lumen ships.
We could charter one.
Even then, it would at least be a week before you arrived here.
Can I run in there and grab one of my friends real quick? They're on the other side of the portal.
If you're going through the portal, don't plan on coming back.
How small are we talking?
What?
How small has it gotten?
It's not so much a shrinking as it's sort of flickering in and out.
Hey Sam, can you hear me?
I've stacked. What's that?
Text. Job. Sin.
Okay.
Along with what planet we're on.
Okay.
That way she can bring the ship. And,
Hey, there we go.
Sam can bring the ship.
Yeah. So
I mean, Pat's still on the other side, so ostensibly all Sam needs to do is, okay, point her out of Europa and go.
Okay.
Don't even need hands.
Just running real quick with a balled up message.
She's like, well, I'm glad you've saved me the trouble of trying to convince you on short notice. Yeah.
We're real easy going. You see the one thing at what was the tournament called? Clash. Yeah, we stopped a kaiju.
Oh.
Yeah. We had to
Do
look
you
up
watch
that
much
word.
sports?
Not really.
Oh.
No, a kaiju, that's right.
Of course.
Monster.
Yeah.
Can I ask a favor? I mean, since we're stranding ourselves here on Europa, miles below the surface of the ice, to help you, could you teach me the chair trick? I mean, I know wizards are like really secretive,
technology.
Oh, the chair trick. Well, I'll have to find my phone book and get you the business card for the chair installer.
I mean, it'd be cool to summon chairs wherever I go, but
I don't think it's wherever she goes.
just doing it on the ship would be fine.
All right. Well, it looks as if your portal has closed now, so you are officially stuck here. Which means I'm going to assume you're all working for me now.
Yeah.
So it
as soon
seems.
as we get that contract now.
Yes, contract. Let's talk about that. There is a business nearby I'd like you to take a look at. Say, Flesh Forming Agency, small contractor TTI owns, tasked with finding good ways to integrate living elements into printed architecture. This is just one of many such businesses, but they're... No, that wouldn't be... That would... Why would you want that?
Because you could. I mean, who else is going to have a house with a mouth on it?
One of those.
You're never going to have to give directions again. You're just going to have to drive until you find the house with the mouth on it.
It's one of those things where it's like you're not really thinking about whether or not you should. It's if you can.
And then the house can say, "Welcome home."
She just shakes her head.
Scream.
Yeah, she just shakes her head. She goes back into... So as I was saying, this is just one of many such businesses, but their mandate is pretty cut and dry. Recently, though, I've been picking up indications of transcendent activity coming from their location in higher amounts than I normally attribute to random chance. Near as I can tell, something consistent and measured is taking place in or below their building. By its very nature, consistent and measured isn't particularly compatible with natural transcendent occurrences, so it's looking to me like they're engaging in some form of transcendent research or experimentation. If this is true, they are exceeding their mandate by a significant degree.
Hope it's not owls.
Ooh, have you experienced owls?
Yes.
Oh, that's quite interesting. She jots down more in her notebook.
We had to blow up a snow base. We almost died.
Well, as interesting as that was, if this were simply a matter of withholding information from the investment committees, it would not warrant my attention. But what concerns me is that the levels of transcendent spiking I've witnessed from their location far exceeds what I project them to be able to produce with the staffing they have on file. Essentially, no one who works for them should have the groundwork in theory and practice in this field necessary to produce the sort of results I'm seeing. And now, well, she pauses for a moment. She gestures to the other room that you guys just came out of. This is happening. So they either hired people they're hiding for experiments they're also hiding that allow them to enter places they shouldn't, or they've gained access to assets they were never supposed to have and didn't report them. I'd like you to tour the facility as TTI representatives, checking up on their progress and see what you can sniff out.
So I only understood about a quarter of what you said.
Oh, okay.
You want us to corporate espionage
This
them because they
You
have
want us to
people who-
investigate the meat factory.
Yes, I do. Because there's... How do I put this in a simpler way?
For the fine details, I got the gist.
There's
of what you
been
want.
space magic coming from the meat factory, and now you come out of a portal in my bathroom. I think it's connected.
Well, not the portals, obviously.
No.
It'd be really handy if the portal was connected to the meat factory. You could just step on through.
So, I have a question.
Yes.
Can I borrow a Kuhl Bloom indicator?
Oh, do you have use for one? Do you have transcendent implants?
Yes.
And you don't have an indicator.
No, it's very expensive. Buying both at the same time.
Is it really?
For someone like me, I'm a working stiff.
Well, I mean, yes,
I sell
obviously,
sushi.
if I'm going... You sell sushi.
Yes.
I don't approve of that.
I don't approve of sushi.
Anyways.
You're half
You're a
orca.
seal.
And an orca.
What do you eat if not fish?
Do you have any idea what's in fish?
Yeah.
Fish?
Trust me, if you understood, you wouldn't approve of sushi either.
You wouldn't approve of a lot of my diet.
I don't know what's in Doritos. I
Have
eat
you,
those
have
anyway.
you ever heard of Sealant Green?
Soylent green?
Sealant Green.
Sealant green?
It tastes like seal.
I just thought it was a caulk.
It's made out of soy, apparently. You know, they don't do tours of their factory, but it tastes amazing.
So she's going to pretend she didn't hear that joke.
That is canon. That is his main staple food.
She's going to say, yes, seeing as you will be working for me, I will be happy to provide you with the equipment you need to perform your job. If you need a Kuhl Bloom indicator, I will make sure that you get one.
Nice.
Are there any other questions you have about this job before I send you in?
Are there any magic tricks you can teach me?
Magic tricks. Do you...
She wants to learn some space magic.
do you know this one? And she does the whole removing your finger where your finger.
Think of how much money we save with reattaching things. I do have another question, but it's not related to the job.
Yes.
You know that there's vegetable sushi, right? It's the rice.
Oh, I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I make all kinds.
If you've seen the sort of things I've seen, you wouldn't want fish either.
Is it orcas?
Can I take a California roll? So,
I don't have the stuff on me. Do you have a kitchen?
We're in a mansion.
So that's a
yes.
yes.
Very well stocked kitchen. Let's go make sushi.
You want some sushi before we go?
Can we do onigiri?
These are not the sort of questions I thought you would be asking before I send you out.
This is our method. It's extremely effective.
There's a method to our madness.
I mean,
she just sighs and she gestures a hand towards the door. Yes, help yourself to the kitchen.
Any request?
There's nothing with fish in it.
I mean, I'd be shocked if your kitchen had fish in it.
Just stay out of the boxes marked experimentation.
I'm not going to use any of those. I feel like they're partially vector.
probably.
There's only one type of vector. I'm going to... never mind.
Alright. We are starting to run short on time for tonight.
Which means it's the perfect amount of time for me to get a roll in.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
And onigiri.
So, what are you guys doing?
Does onigiri fall under sushi?
No. It's a rice ball. It can be stuffed with whatever you want.
Yeah, and I'm making rice, so...
Alright, so what are you guys... You guys go into her kitchen and you're doing what?
Yeah,
We're making sushi and onigiri.
Okay. I think...
Does she have seaweed?
I think while the three of you are doing that, poor Lucia is just slowly lowering her head face down onto the table.
You're not the CEO anymore. You don't get to say that. You're just the manager now.
Listen,
you have to manage.
We are a highly successful group. Every
Your job is to put up with us now.
has been excessively successful. So, I'd have to say, I think at some point she's just going to be like, let them do their thing. They'll get to it eventually.
Lucia is instantly regretting coming along on this mission. She's thinking, I should have just sent Sam through. I could have stayed on the other side.
She's gonna think that till she tries my sushi.
Yeah, exactly. One bite of this onigiri, and you're going to be like, oh man, I'm so glad I made it out here to 200 miles under Europa's surface.
Is there any way I can use body for this?
For making sushi, oh god.
Body dexterity?
I'm thinking like taste,
Let's see.
because I think survival would be best for it.
Yeah, it sounds like if you're preparing food, that sounds like survival. I mean, that's the closest thing we got. There's no cooking roll.
There should be.
I don't
Try
think
craft?
I don't think the game was prepared for a let's make sushi.
Cooking Mama Europa!
To be fair, I can walk through. I can swim.
I tell you what we can do. We can use the fate chart.
I mean, I'm a freaking street shark who sells sushi on the side, and I'm a mercenary for hire who stopped the kaiju. This game was not prepared for a lot of things.
Alright, let's see. We'll roll the fate chart. Chaos. I would say you guys are like more in control of the situation now than you were.
Yeah.
So that's you're at a chaos level 1.
We'll fix that.
Yes, you will. Your odds of making sushi, you are a sushi chef, so that's essentially a sure thing. Zach, would you like to do the honor since you're making it? Roll a D100.
Nice. That is a 93.
A 93. And that is an extreme yes. So you are able to make the most amazing sushi you've ever made in your life with access to this
state-of-the-art kitchen.
Yeah, and all of her rich supplies and everything.
So the base pack, rip the pack, remove it, start setting it up on my push cart next to the hot dog guy.
Right.
Never trust Steve, the hot dog vendor. He's a wiener dog who sells hot dogs. It's weird.
All right. So, you've made the most amazing sushi you've ever created in your life. What are you doing?
I am giving everyone their orders.
Okay.
I am setting down hers with the no fish.
Okay.
I'm handing it over to our boss. Right.
She's not happy. She's not making eye contact with you, but she is taking the sushi.
She's eating it.
She's waiting for you to look away.
I back up.
Anyways, so Timber tries the sushi, and she's quite impressed with it. She tells you this is better than my personal chef's. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Were there any questions you had now before I sent you out on this mission?
So we got our breakfast.
You got your...
We just got in the office. We haven't had our lunch yet.
What about second breakfast? Or Levinsies?
Listen, we'll hobbit this later. Yeah, so... Are we expected to be, the red carpet for us?
Let's...
When we get there?
Let's see. So this building is on Europa's Jupiter-facing side. We natives tend to be a little weary of the Jupiter end, local superstitions, but that only goes so far. Europa is small, and if you need a certain amount of space, you'll take it where you can get it. By extension, the local population on that end is rather small and easily recognized. I could pull in a team from elsewhere on the moon, or send my own personal teams, but if anyone over there is tracing faces, they'll be able to tell that the people touring aren't on the general inspection teams. You, though, I can actually make you into official inspectors for the duration of this mission, and your documentation will be hard for them to pull and research quickly. They'll need to think on their toes, and that will hopefully lead to mistakes, bribes, threats, acts of desperation, clues essentially. But the main point is, yes, you'll be allowed to walk in because, as I said, you will be official inspectors.
It's gonna be really weird when they do that whole, background check thing, and they can't figure out how we got here in the first place.
Well,
we left like a week ago.
As I said, that's part of it. I plan on them panicking.
You're smart.
Well, I don't get to where I am by being stupid.
I didn't mean to. I meant like smarter than average.
Was there anything else you needed, or?
Are we gonna?
Well, I
have
was going to ask if you had a cover that we could go in under, but you seem to have that buttoned up. So.
We're gonna have uniforms.
Yeah.
Ooh, do I get to play dress up?
Yes, I will. I'm having a car packed for you at the moment as we speak.
So many times I just roll up looking like Sherlock Holmes and bullshit my way in. This time I actually get to dress the part.
It will include uniforms and
what?
$99. Don't worry, the room has already scanned you.
Oh, okay.
Could have asked for it.
How thoroughly did they scan?
Thorough enough.
Oh.
Buy me dinner first.
If there's any medical issue, will you let me know?
You know what?
Let's consult the fate chart.
I have gotten a lot of surgeries lately.
Now that I have this chart, I'm just going to use
Plus,
it.
I have magic now.
Let's see if there are any. So, what are... We're still at Chaos 1. The odds of you having, say, 50-50.
Yeah, I'd say it's definitely a 50-50.
Where's my dice?
Hell, after standing next to outer radiation.
Oh, that's true. You have been exposed to owls. So I'm going to say it's more along the lines of... likely.
You're welcome.
He needs to be scanned too.
So, that is a 62.
I hope it's a fun disease like immune with owls.
So there's definitely something it picked up. We're not sure if it's a disease yet. Let's see.
I think that was originally a 40.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Alright, so 45.
You have. Yeah.
Let's see. Celebrate. 63. And power. Celebrate power. What would that mean?
Yeah, poke it away.
She just... Alright, so you ask her if it picked up any disease or anything. And she just kind of smiles and says, oh, don't worry. It'll make you much stronger before it kills you.
Like with natural aging? Really concerned about that now. I mean, unless it's like you'll die in like 70 years. You know, because at that point it's like 70 years from now. That's 10 years from now I need to worry about.
That's why you did your close quarters combat quest so easily. The virus making you stronger before you pick the fuck.
Space Shuttle Vampire.
All right.
Now back on to more serious matters.
Yeah.
Whatever is going on with me. Although I'm very concerned that she won't tell me. Can I get an expiration date? I don't want to be like walking down the street and just block.
She just wait. She's like, I'm sure it's fine. You'll be fine.
Dr. Arcana, can you check me out later? I mean normal doctor checkup, not, veteran doctor checkup.
Alright, well, if you don't have anything else that you actually need to know, I suppose we'll get to it. When you arrive at the building, present your documentation and explain that this is a snap inspection on the Psychoflesh interface project. You won't need to do much talking. They'll lead you through the labs. Just take note and be on the lookout for anything that seems suspicious. If you find walls or doors in places that don't match the provided building plan, take note of those too. Ask for lab notes, and be sure to visit the server room to make sure nothing has been tampered with. It doesn't matter if you don't understand what they say. I just want to know if they are hiding anything. Lastly, drop a cryptic question on them towards the end of the inspection. Ask them if anything strange has happened lately, or if they've noticed odd behavior with the equipment. Ask them if they think anything has been left out of the official purchase requests or updates. give them a chance to worry a little and watch what happens. Come back here with your report after you've done this, and I'll figure out your next move.
Yeah, I really like this. We get, we go in, we do a very simple job, we come back, and we get told what to do next. It's a step-by-step plan that we just have to enact. Usually our plans are find the missing a-hole.
And depending on what's encountered, in addition to a flight home, which I'm assuming you're going to need,
Maybe.
I'll give you each 350 credits for the inspection. The bonus of 50 credits for each piece of solid evidence you can find about what's going on. How to get to it and who's involved. Don't confront anyone. This initial probe is just to feel out what we're dealing with. From there I can plan the next move, and we'll figure out your fee for it.
So you want us to go in there, ask uncomfortable questions, make them sweat a little bit, and basically cause panic.
Yes, basically.
Should we be... So, we have a habit of being very intrusive.
Oh, go for it.
Should we be very intrusive?
Yes, go for it. As long as it puts them on edge.
Okay. So just don't hurt anyone.
Yes, please don't do that.
Unless they try to hurt us first.
Let's wait and figure out what's going on before we move on to the death and dismemberment.
Okay. So, just to clarify, if they try to hurt us, we are full range to hurt them.
No, try to avoid that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if it's like, I poke my head through and they're shipping an owl through, and then,
if they're shipping an owl through, report that back to me, and then I will decide if we go in and slaughter them or not, or if we just nuke the facility from orbit.
Okay.
It's the only way to be safe.
I don't know to be sure. Just for clarification, self-defense is okay.
Self-defense is okay. Try not to commit any...
We're not going to try and induce
Try not to self-defense anyone to death, if you can help it.
I don't know, there isn't a stun setting on my sword. It's more of a...
We have a vomit gun.
Yeah, we do have a vomit gun. Oh, wait, that's with our bird. Speaking of which, we're going to have to call her. 'Cause I think she's still here.
That's right, she was supposed to be looking after Lilac.
That is an incredibly convenient...
It is! Let's go get our vomit gun!
I just thought about that, because I was like, oh, Jacob's supposed to be coming back next week.
Yeah, Jacob will be back next week. Last time you saw Jacob was here on Europa.
That is spectacular.
Jacob's been here for a week.
Serendipity.
Alright, so it's time to call it for tonight, so we're going to close it there.
Yes, it is.
And yeah, she'll allow you guys to get your other companion who's currently there on the planet. And we will... I guess we'll take it from there next week.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to do the outro.
There's an outro.
See you.
That's getting edited out.
Have a good.
Well, we need to do something to close it out.
That's fine. If you want to do an outro, how about one that isn't copyrighted? That's it. That's getting edited out too.
Have Batman.